The ANC is something else, man.
Indeed, we sympathize and empathize with the people of Palestine and the plight of children and women who are being massacred on a daily basis. But the case of the South African government and the ICJ wants to demonstrate to the international community if the system of international justice is fair and applicable to all. Those countries that do not support equity and who are hypocritical will be exposed in the manner that that case and the implementation of the decisions of the ICJs will be done. And South Africa should not fall to the trap of those who want to propagate and instigate war and the proliferation of war. We must remain principled in our pursuit for peace and reconciliation as part of creating a better world. And we know that we're going to be justified in demanding a seat in the UN Security Council so that we can ensure a globally just system of justice for all. Thank you.
So the ANC cares about the people of Palestine that have been slaughtered. The ANC cares about children of Palestine that have been slaughtered. You know, guys, every time when these people come out and utter such statements about Palestine, I cannot help but wonder, what about South Africans? What about South Africans? We live in a country that every day 100 people are slaughtered in the streets of South Africa. I think the number is even higher. People are being slaughtered in the streets of South Africa. Crime, murder is totally out of control in this country. And it seems like the situation is not going to get any better anytime soon. But these officials of the ANC, they have the nerve to stand in parliament to say that no, we stand with the people of Palestine because the people of Palestine are being slaughtered. What about South Africans? What about South Africans? Guys, me personally, I don't have a problem with the ANC standing with the people of Palestine. I don't have the problem with the ANC pledging their allegiance to the people of Palestine. Fine. But according to me, you need to do all of these things when your house is in order. You can't tell me that you are going to fight for the people of Palestine while South Africans are being slaughtered in the streets of this country. South Africans are being slaughtered every day in the streets of this country. There is no justice to the families of the people that are being slaughtered in the streets of this country. But for some reason, the ANC is in parliament talking about the plight of the people of Palestine. What about South Africa? That is all that I'm asking. What about South Africa? Because in the past 30 years, if the ANC was actually serious fighting crime, if the ANC was actually serious and saying that, guys, we are not going to allow people to murder the people of this country in our land. We are not going to allow criminals to slaughter people in the streets of South Africa. We are not going to allow that. We are going to be tough on crime. Today, if the ANC comes out to say that we are going to stand with the people of Palestine, I was going to clap hands because the ANC stood with us as the people of this country. But if the ANC fails to ensure that the people of this country are safe, but are going to stand in parliament to pledge their allegiance to the people of Palestine, I am going to have a problem. I'm going to have a problem. Right now, they are talking about the children of Palestine. Guys, right now, as we speak, the country doesn't even know what is happening. Children are dying in this country. We know people are blaming the spaza shops. People are saying, okay, maybe it's the water. We don't have the answers as the people of this country, but parents are burying their children every week in this country. Parents are burying their children every week in this country. South Africans haven't even got proper answers about what is exactly happening with these children that are dying in this country. The president of this country, he has not even addressed this issue of young people dying in this country, of children, the future of this country dying because of some of the food that they are consuming from the spaza shops, because of some dirty water, because of all of these reasons. the president of this country, he has never stood up to actually address what is happening right now in the country. So how do you think average people are going to feel when you are going to stand there in parliament to say that we are going to stand with the people of Palestine because they are being slaughtered? We are going to stand with the children of Palestine that are being slaughtered. Don't you think that right now the parents of this country, they are in panic mode because people don't know what is going to happen with their children tomorrow? People are just sitting at home. They don't even know what is going to happen with their children tomorrow because every single day the reports are coming out. Children have died somewhere. Every day the reports are coming out that there was food poisoning somewhere and children have died. Every day. It is becoming a norm. But the president has not even addressed that issue. So how do you think parents of this country are actually going to feel when you stand there to say that you are going to stand for the young people of Palestine, when you say nothing about young people of this country? You know, guys, I know, man, some people will say that, Thomas, you know, as people, man, we cannot be isolationist, man. We have international partners. Some of these people, man, they stood with us in apartheid. The people will give you all sorts of reasons. And it is okay. It is okay. And like I said before, I honestly don't have a problem with the ANC standing with the people that stood with them during the apartheid. I honestly don't have a problem with the ANC doing that. But I am going to have a problem with the ANC if they are going to do that at the expense of the people of this country. At the expense of the people of this country. Because me personally, I actually feel offended when they are saying nothing about the numbers of people that are being slaughtered, when there is not a tangible action that has been taken about the people that are being slaughtered in the streets of this country every day. I am going to take offense when children are dying every day. Guys, we have covered this issue of children. Politicians are all over the place. They are biting their lips. They are biting their tongues. They don't even know what they are saying. But they are not even giving South Africans solutions. I get offended when the ANC stands up to say that we are going to fight for the people of Palestine. What about the people of this country? What about the people of this country? Don't you think that it's a good thing for you to actually get your house in order before you start bickering about the issues of other people? Man, if only these people, man, were genuine about fighting crime. If only these people were actually genuine, man, about delivering justice to the families of the people that have been slaughtered in this country. Right now, the saddest thing that is happening right now in the country is this issue of children dying every day because they are consuming this food, supposedly that they are buying from these guys that are all over our townships. If only these people could just provide the answers to the parents of these young people that are dying every day. I mean, a couple of days ago in my area, there is a school there, just near the hospital. There is a school there. I remember someone actually sent me a WhatsApp. I think like 30 children were sent to the hospital. 30 children were actually sent to the hospital. And they are saying, no, it's because these children have consumed something from the spaza shops and everything. So the question is, what are these people actually doing about the spaza shops? What are they doing about these spaza shops? If these people actually believe so much that this issue of the spaza shops is the one that is causing problems for the people of this country, what is the ANC doing about it? I mean, the ministers, the MECs, these people are doing press conferences, but they are not giving the parents proper answers. They are not saying, guys, this is the reason why your children have died. This is the reason why your children have died. But the nerve of these people to stand there in parliament to say that, no, we are standing with the people of Palestine, we are standing with the people of Gaza, while South Africans are being slaughtered, while South African children are being slaughtered. I take offense. I take offense. I take offense. Man, I take offense. These people, bruh, these people are in parliament. These people, they are in parliament. They are adamant. You remember last time they were wearing those Palestinian scarves to show that they are standing with the people of Palestine. When was the last time the ANC wore the scarves of South Africa to show their alliance or their allegiance to the people of this country? Has the ANC ever just wore South African colors to say that, guys, as a government, we are actually priding ourselves with the people of this country. We are standing with South Africans. South Africans have a lot of problems, and we as the ANC, we are the government. We are going to ensure that the people of this country are well taken care of. But the ANC, whenever it has to do with Gaza, they are totally like, I don't want to lie, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, because right now the reports are coming out that they are going to send the food and the first aid to Gaza. They are going to send food and first aid to Gaza. While we have thousands and thousands of families in this country that are sleeping on an empty stomach. I know some people are going to accuse us of being isolationists, but guys, I don't care. I don't care. I care about the people of this country. I care about the people of this country.
The second supplementary question will be asked by the Honourable Lekwete.
Thank you very much, Deputy Madam Speaker. I would like to congratulate the Republic of South Africa for the case against Israel at the ICJ, as well as the submission of memorials as the portfolio of evidence. I would like to ask the following question to the Minister. In the face of atrocities and acts of genocide against the people of Palestine by the State of Israel, what are additional supports and measures that the government of the South Africa is providing for the people of Palestine in line with our anchored position of our foreign relations of promoting peace and friendship in the world? Thank you.
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker, and thank you for the commendation that we have been given for the work that we are doing to support the plight of the people of Palestine, in particular women and children. The South African government availed itself should the need arise and the people of Palestine need to be transferred for medical care in South Africa, we will be willing to assist and respond to them. One of our non-governmental organizations, the Gift of the Givers, had been very fundamental and supported by the government.
And by the way, guys, you are the ones that are actually going to pay for everything. You are the ones that are going to pay for everything. So they are saying that, okay, if these people need medical attention, we are going to open our doors. We are going to welcome these people in our hospitals. This is what we are going to do as the ANC, because we have the best healthcare system in Africa. Because South Africa has the best healthcare facilities in this continent. So this is what we are going to do as the people of this country. This is what the ANC stands for at taxpayers' expense.
In making sure that we transfer aid to the people of Gaza during the starvation. South Africa has also participated in the various summits and conventions, including the one that was held in Cairo, Egypt, to make sure that the border is opened for food aid and other aid to reach the people of Palestine. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
The third supplementary question will be asked by the Honourable Manyi.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Minister, do you subscribe to President Nelson Mandela's stance that we are not free until Palestine is free? If so,
you know what is funny about these people is that they only love Nelson Mandela when it has to benefit them. I don't know why Mzwanele Manyi or Jimmy Manyi is standing there pretending like, no, Nelson Mandela is such a great leader. We are going to quote Nelson Mandela because we believe in Nelson Mandela. These people always insult Nelson Mandela. These are the people that always insult Nelson Mandela. But because this actually, I don't know how it is going to help them with their constituency, but now they are out there quoting Nelson Mandela as if they actually care about Nelson Mandela. They don't care about Nelson Mandela. They don't. So now, yeah, do you support that quote of Nelson Mandela that says we are not free until Palestine is free? You only quote Nelson Mandela to actually benefit your cause. But the truth of the matter is that you people actually hate Nelson Mandela. It is fair. We know the ANC, it hates Nelson Mandela. The EFF, they hate Nelson Mandela. The Umkhonto, they hate Nelson Mandela. But they are going to quote Nelson Mandela as much as possible so that it feeds them, so that they can say, yeah, Nelson Mandela. Guys, these people are not working for you. These people are not working for the people of this country. They are not working for the people of this country. They are not. I'm 100% convinced that these people are not working for the people of this country. Just look at how orderly they are when they talk about the matters of Palestine. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The matters of Palestine, we cannot scream and shout and talk over each other. But when these people are talking about the matters that concern the people of this country, they will be talking over each other. They will be making that area into these guys, they don't have a problem turning the parliament into a circus when they talk about the issues that are facing the people of this country. But just look at them when they are talking about the issues of Palestine. Just look at how respectful they are towards each other. No, the MK suddenly respects the ANC because they are talking about the matters of Palestine. But when these people are talking about the matters that has to do with you as a taxpayer in this country, they don't mind turning parliament into a circus. They don't mind turning parliament into a circus. They are not working for you. I am 100% convinced that the hard-working South Africans that are paying tax so that these people can actually afford their lavish lifestyles, so that these people can get their packs, they are being stabbed in the back because these people, they cannot talk about the issues that are facing South Africans without turning that parliamentary house into a circus. They cannot do that. But just look at how orderly they are. Just look at how, yeah, we are going to, this is Palestine. No, this is Palestine. It has nothing to do with the peasants of South Africa. The peasants of South Africa, they don't deserve our respect. The peasants of this country that are actually paying our salaries and making sure that we have the best perks in this world. These people, they don't respect. We don't care about them. But Palestine, whoa, I need to wear a suit. Just look at these guys. These guys from the MK party, they are always wearing those pep store camouflage when they are attending parliament. When they are going to talk about your issues, they are wearing those pep store camouflage issues. But now they are talking about the Palestine. No, they are wearing the suits. No, they are it's Palestine first, then South Africa second. This is why I hate these people so much. This is why I hate these people so much, and it is so sad that we are going to actually talk about these people and actually bash these people when they are talking about such an important issue of Palestine. But it is so sad how these people have so much respect when they are talking about the matters that has nothing to do with the people of this country. It is so sad.
What steps have you personally taken to ensure that South Africa's actions reflect this commitment, particularly in light of Mr. Ramaphosa's blatant refusal to implement the National Assembly's resolution to expel the Israeli ambassador from this country?
The Honourable Minister.
Thank you. Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker. South Africa indeed will not be free until the people of Palestine are free. That's why South Africa is very active in leading for a solution of a two-state solution for the people of Palestine in line with the 1967 borders. And in addition to that, we have then gone to the International Court of Justice, whereas we were condemned that that case will not hold water. We now see a general support. We had ensured the United Nations resolve and support our work in terms of making sure that the justice of the people of Palestine is sought, and there's a United Nations resolution as passed by the recent UN General Assembly. In terms of the embassies, South Africa has closed its mission or recalled its diplomats from Israel back to South Africa. And there's no point of closing the embassy of Israel in South Africa because the government of Israel recalled all its diplomats from South Africa in respect. Thank you.
The last supplementary question will be asked by the Honourable Swart.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. Madam Deputy Speaker, this is a preposterous question, given the fact that Hamas attacked Israel last October, killing more than 1,200 innocent civilians, and continues to hold more than 100 hostages, many of whom have been murdered. The loss of innocent lives in Gaza is equally regrettable. Honourable Minister, that being aside, do you not agree that we as a country should, rather than pouring fuel on the fire as is suggested in this question, be seeking a peacemaking role in the Middle East conflict, given our peacemaking role and peace-building role both in Africa and across the world, and in so doing to follow the injunction contained on the sculpture at the United Nations building in New York, "Let us beat swords into plowshares," which symbolizes man's desire to put an end to war and transform tools of destruction into tools to benefit mankind. Are we not told in the Beatitudes, "Blessed be the peacemakers, for they shall be
Honourable Member, your
called
time
sons
has
of God"?
expired.
Thank you.
The Minister.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker. The killing of women and children can never be justified.
Are they justified in this country? The killing of women and children in South Africa, are they justified? Are they justified? And what has the ANC done to actually protect women in this country? What has the ANC done to protect women in this country? I mean, simple, even the police stations, majority of the police stations in this country, they do not even have the officers that are qualified to deal with the women that are being abused. Majority of the police stations in this country, they don't even have the test kits. When the women are saying that we have been raped, they can do nothing. They don't know, they don't even have the people that can actually have conversation with these people that have been abused. What has the ANC done to protect women in this country? Every day we are seeing the videos on social media. Women being beaten to pulp. Every day there is absolutely nothing that has been done about it. Some of these people that are being arrested for actually abusing women, they are only sitting there for 2 or 3 days and they are out in the public again. So how can the ANC stand there to say that no, we are going to stand for the women of Palestine because their slaughtering cannot be justified? What about the women in this country? The women in this country, they are living in fear. I mean, I don't know where do these people actually live, but women in South Africa are living in fear because the attacks on them have been intensified. The attacks on women in this country, they have been intensified. Women are even scared to go to town alone. My women, she's scared to go to town alone because you don't know what is actually going to happen. Women are being exposed. They are being objectified. In this country, there is nothing that has been done about that. Women are being bullied on social media in this country every day. And you guys haven't done anything to protect them. So why must people actually sit down and actually listen to you when you say that women in Palestine, the way they are being brutally murdered, it cannot be justified? How about you start protecting the women in this country? What has these people actually done to protect women in this country? The cases that we hear of women being raped, the women being humiliated, women being stalked, women being killed in this country. They are staggering. But these people are doing nothing about the women that are facing all of these dangers every day in this country. But they are going to stand there to say that no, the brutality of women in Palestine, it cannot be justified. No one is justifying that. But me, as Thomas Mabaso, I'm only saying that why are you guys not protecting our women? Why are you guys not protecting our women? You see in the streets, some in the streets, you go to the cities, in the streets, women are there standing in roads, selling their bodies. You guys are not doing anything about that. Some of those women have actually been kidnapped from their homes and they are turned into prostitutes. You guys are doing nothing about that. You are doing nothing about that. But the South Africans must actually believe when you guys say that you are standing for the women's rights. Man, I'm sick and tired of these people. I'm sick and tired of these people.
The bombing of hospitals can never be justified. The refusal of aid workers to make sure there's relief to the people of Palestine can never be justified. The killing of the aid workers, the UN aid workers in Palestine can never be justified. The banning by a government decision of access to aid by the government of Israel can never be justified. So South Africa cannot stand aside and watch when the people of Palestine are being annihilated. But
you can stand aside while the people of this country are being annihilated. That's what you can do. That's what you have been doing for the past 30 years. That's what you can do the best.
If the course of action we have taken of pursuing the matter in the International Criminal Court of Justice is warranted and is the best step we can do, and the continued efforts that we lobby in international fora for a solution of a two-state solution is the best approach we can have. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Question number 423 has been asked by the Honourable Hatting to the Minister in the Presidency. The question is about what led the National Conventional Arms Control Committee not to allow export of 155mm ammunition to Poland, severely impacting South Africa's arms industry, resulting in job losses and significant revenue loss. The Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Honourable Deputy Speaker. The business of the NCACC is governed by the National Conventional Arms Controls Act, but regard is given to other national interests of the Republic, such as growing the economy, creating sustainable jobs, and developing sound relations with South Africa's diplomatic and trading partners. Due to the way the business of the NCACC is regulated, I accordingly will provide the detailed response to this question to the Committee of Parliament that is responsible for overseeing conventional arms exports related matters. Thank you.
The first supplement.
Oh, guys. Oh. So they are going to they are going to open a path for these people to get into the hospitals. They are going to send food and aid to Gaza. This is what the ANC intends on doing. This is what the ANC intends on doing. While the people of this country are starving, while the people of this country are actually frustrated with how the state of the healthcare facilities are, these people are saying, no, it is not enough that we have foreigners in this country, we have undocumented people in this country that are filling up their hospitals at the taxpayers' expense. No, it is not enough. We are going to open a path for the people of Palestine. This is what we are going to do. This is what we are going to do. This is what South Africans voted for. This is what South Africans voted for. This is what the majority of people in this country who have actually voted are in line with. This is what. It is sad, but it is happening. Guys, please tell me what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that like button, and the most important part is subscribe. My name is Thomas Mabaso. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.